Hello and welcome to Jigawa in Focus, where we bring you the latest happenings in Jigawa State. I am Fatima Ahmed Musa. In the vibrant heart of Jigawa State, where tradition meets transformation, a groundbreaking moment unfolds. Governor Malam Umar A. Namadi, FCA, stands alongside community leaders, government officials and policy experts at the illustrious Government House Banquet Hall. This is where data meets decision-making, a moment captured as the Jigawa State Bureau of Statistics unveils a series of vital reports that illuminate state's developmental strides and everyday realities of its people. Here, in the convergence of numbers and narrative, a new chapter of evidence-based governance begins. The documentary journey through a tapestry of data, each report weaving a story of progress and challenges. Number 1, General Household Surveys. This comprehensive survey offers an intimate glimpse into the lives of Jigawa's families, revealing both their successes and the hurdles they face daily. This narrative of resilience and aspiration sets the stage for informed policymaking. Healthcare facilities census. With a detailed assessment of the state's healthcare services, this report highlights significant advance in medical services delivery, while also pinpointing areas ripe for improvement, a call to action for a healthier tomorrow. Consumer Price Index analysis. As inflation and economic pressure impact households and businesses alike, this analysis provides a clear view of the market dynamic at play, connecting economic trends with the lived experience of Jigawa State's residents. Each segment of data not only informs but interconnects, forming a cohesive picture that guides strategic decisions. This integrated approach amplifies Governor Namadi's commitment to transparency, accountability, and the power of accurate, evidence-based insight.
This impressive initiative reflects the Jigawa State Government's unwavering commitment to advancing the welfare of children and improving outcomes for the most vulnerable groups, particularly the most vulnerable communities, using data to inform decisions. UNICEF Kano Field Office is very proud of the strong partnership we share with the Jigawa State Government across multiple sectors, including health, education, nutrition, WASH, child protection, and social protection. Together, we have achieved significant milestones, such as strengthening the systems for measuring child poverty through the recent General Household Survey, developing key policies and actions, and as well as building the capacity of the government stakeholders.
Today is a very happy day for us in the health sector in particular, because hitherto we are running projects and programs, but we will have to wait, sometimes for years, sometimes for 4 or 6 years, to find out the result of what we have been doing. But with the creation of the State Bureau of Statistics, Your Excellency, it means we have partners that can evaluate what we are doing with a view to give us data, a data that is current, a data that is from our own community, a data that will make us either continue with the strategy or the program, or change course, or eliminate, or bring a new program all together to be able to conform. Because data is the basis of our joy, data is the basis of our horror. Data will drive the decisions that we are going to make. So, sir, the health sector is one of the happiest today to find out that a household survey has been done by the State Bureau of Statistics of Jigawa State in conjunction with development partners, where we will have all this in our own fingertips that will allow us to make positive decisions on health and others.
Your Excellency, we're all aware that data is very, very key and essential in policy formulations and in planning purposes. Our Bureau of Statistics is really really ready and on ground to provide government with a very, very original and primary data for planning purposes and other policy formulation. On this note, Your Excellency, I want to commend our partners, more especially UNICEF, PLAN, LAFIA, and other development partners that are really on ground to always support the Bureau of Statistics in conducting so many reports and surveys that will help government to formulate policies and plan.
The first presentation is on Consumer Price Index, and this index is to be produced monthly. So we started producing this January 2025. So all the information that we are going to see is for the month of January 2025. So this is just the introduction about what is all about Consumer Price Index. But maybe because of the time constraint, I would like to go straight to the results. This is the methodology behind obtaining the CPI. So I know that His Excellency is very much tight. He has so many engagements to do, so let me just go to the result. So this is the CPI. This is the CPI for Jigawa for the month of January. We have the inflation rate for Jigawa for the month of January stood at 38.67%. And for the rural, the inflation is 35.89%. And for the urban, the inflation is 41.45%. So, major contributors to this inflation at the rural areas, we are able to identify three major contributors, and the three major contributors are bread and cereals, cooking gas, and solid fuel. These are the major contributors in the rural areas. So in the urban areas, the major contributors to this inflation is meat, fish, yam, fruits, and cooking gas. So for the rural areas, we have three major contributors to inflation, and for the urban areas, we are able to identify five major contributors to the inflation rate. So someone may ask, this statistics is being produced at the national level. Yes, the statistics is being produced for Jigawa at the national level, monthly, but that of national will not give you major contributors of inflation in Jigawa. It will only give you major contributors of inflation at the national level. So there is need for us, for policy implementation, to dig and find out what are the major contributors of inflation in Jigawa. So that is why producing the state CPI is very, very important. So this is the CPI that was produced by the National Bureau of Statistics for the month of November and December for the Northwest region. You can see that Jigawa, as at November, the inflation rate is at 7.08%, and at December is 38.73%, and what we have computed in January is 38.67%, which is a bit lower than that of national as of December. So what is the importance in terms of policy decision of this CPI? One key importance of a CPI computation is indexation. Indexation, it means that when you want to, if there is high inflation, you may want to adjust the wages or salaries or whatever of your workers. So this is a very important tool in coming up with the adjustment in terms of salary and wages of the staff, and as well as social security benefits. So CPI can also be used in taxation. If there is high CPI, where there is high inflation rate, you can consider adjusting your tax. Either you review it upward or you review it downward. So there is also the issue of deflation. If there is high inflation rate, so CPI can be used as a measure or as a means of deflation. How can you use that to make your food items or whatever contributed to the high level of inflation rate to come down? So these are just three key important uses of CPI for policy decision. Your Excellency, sir, with your permission, I would like to move to the next presentation, which is on the general household survey. So also this survey was conducted in 2014, but because of the scope and coverage of the survey, we are not able to produce this report until last year ending. So this is the methodology. The methodology we use in this survey is that we use all the 27 local government areas in Jigawa State, and in each local government area, 30 enumeration areas were selected, and in each enumeration area, 15 households were selected. So we have a total of 810 enumeration areas for the state, and 12,150 households were interviewed. So we make sure that we deploy the use of technology and innovations to make sure that the data we are collecting reflect the real situation on ground. So as you can see, sir, we make use of GPIs. This GIS, we used to make sure that if an enumerator is sent to go and collect data in a particular household, so if that enumerator maybe refused to go, he got somewhere and took the data, we can be able to know that, yes, he didn't go to where he's supposed to go. So what you are seeing there is a population pyramid of our data that we have collected, which really portrays the population pyramid of Jigawa State. So this population pyramid is not for the entire population of Jigawa, but rather for the data collected, which means that the enumerators have collected the data where they're supposed to have gone and collect the data. So these are quality control measures taken to make sure that the data is a correct one. This is the limitation of the study. So this is the analysis. So, Your Excellency, sir, I'm happy to report that the survey experienced or witnessed a very high response rate. We have a high response rate of 99.8%. So I think this is attributed to your commitment, your dedication, and your focus and attention on taking care of the masses at the grassroots level. I just want to share one experience that we had in the recently survey that we had just last year we completed the survey. That is agricultural structure survey. One of my enumerators, he went precisely Gagarawa. It's in Gagarawa local government. So in that Gagarawa local government, they went to one village in Gagarawa. So when they went there, they said, they are about to do this survey and they were sent by you. It's the government that sent them to go and do the survey. So the respondent there, they said, oh, if it is Malam, or if it is the government of Malam that sent you to come and do survey, we are going to attend you. We are about to go farm, but we will wait and attend you because we know that she So the response rate, I believe that is in line or is attributed to a style of leadership in this state. So we have key findings. The first one is on access to water, access to drinking water. So for the water, Your Excellency, I think we are really doing good. We're on the right shape because Jigawa, we have 90.7% of Jigawa households have improved drinking water. So it's a very good one. We have, in the urban area, we have 93.6%, and in the rural area, we have 89.6%. And 98.6% of the households spend less than 30 minutes to obtain water. This 30 minutes is to and fro. Less than 30 minutes to obtain water. Your Excellency, sir, with all the effort being put in place in having access to this water, we still have some local governments that are lagging behind in terms of water access. And this local government, I think they need to be given special attention. This includes Gwaram, Burunkuja, and Boji. So, because we disaggregated the data down to local government level, Gwaram, Burunkuja, and Boji, but especially Gwaram, they deserve serious attention in terms of provision of potable water. So, in terms of electricity, sir, I know that you are trying your best. And within a short period of time, the effort you are putting in having access to electricity will be actualized, inshallah. At the moment, we have 29.7% of Jigawa State households having access to electricity. So this 65.4% is in the urban areas, and you have 14.5% in the rural areas. So we are given these statistics. By the time that the effort we are putting in place actualized, inshallah, will come back and give another statistics that will represent the work we are doing for Jigawa State. So we have orphans, 2.9% of children in Jigawa, they are orphans, and 1.2% do not live with their biological parents. That is, if you have one of their parents alive, then like 1.2%, they don't live with them. So use of clean fuel. We only have 2.9% of households using clean fuel, and we have 39.8% of children under 5 that have birth registration. Your Excellency, sir, I think we have a very serious challenge in terms of educational attainment, as we have only 51.5% of women that have no access to education, and you have 41.7% of men that also have no access to education. But this is for 15 to 49 years of age, not just the small children. So, Your Excellency, sir, this is a presentation on the issue of our social investment program. I think this is even the genesis of conducting this survey, because I think it was in 2022 or so, the State Executive Council looked at the poverty level of the state vis-a-vis the intervention that is being provided by the state and federal. But still, when the indices come out in terms of poverty, you can see that Jigawa is at the bottom of the ladder. So the State Executive Council tasked the Bureau of Statistics to investigate and find the impact. How is this social intervention program impacting? So we are able to ask the household about the knowledge and the beneficiaries, if any, in their household in this program that was rendered. So we asked for the JIP, cash transfer, retirement pension, J-Teach, J-Health, Social Security for disabled, JKS, cluster farming, goat breeding, social security, free MNCH, fertilizer subsidy, homegrown school feeding, and any other external assistance. So this is what we asked the respondent, and the statistics is there for all the indicators there.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Today, we are making a history in Jigawa State in our journey to a greater Jigawa. What the State Bureau of Statistics have presented today is a data that will help and guide us in an effective decision making. I want to use this opportunity to sincerely thank the State Bureau of Statistics for conducting this detailed survey. The results so far presented has shown the position of Jigawa State in almost every sector. And this will really serve as a valuable tool for effective decision making going forward. The Consumer Price Index, which has shown the behavior of the economic variables in the state, has clearly indicated what are the major causes of high inflation in Jigawa State. And as a government, we will be able to try and address this issue going forward. The General House Survey, which is a very detailed, and in fact, according to the Statistician General, is the largest ever conducted by any subnational in Nigeria. And this has been confirmed by what we have seen today. It has given us a detailed analysis of almost every sector. It has given us analysis of the education sector, given us analysis of the health sector, it gives us our empowerment program, it gives us a detailed analysis of our social protection program, and also it gives us a general analysis of the economic behavior. And this is really an important document that will definitely hold it our chest and utilize it for the benefit of the people of Jigawa State. The Health Facility Survey is also another important document. It gives a detailed analysis, one after the other, in each and every facilities. What do we have in terms of human resources, in terms of facilities, in terms of equipment, and in terms of attendance. This is really a document that needs to be utilized. Once again, I want to congratulate the Bureau of Statistics for this very important activity. What they have given us today is not only a statistics, but rather a variable tools that can be used in effective decision making. I want to assure you that this document, we will use this document to ensure that we have strengthened our health system, we also strengthen our education system, we also strengthen the empowerment program we are doing. The same document and the result, we will use it as a guide also to strengthen our social protection policies and programs. We will also use that to control inflation and also to deal with the poverty. So in a nutshell, the document we are seeing today has given us a clear roadmap on where we should go and to deal with what. Therefore, this document as presented today, I think, is one of the most important documents, a vital data that we have that can guide us in dealing with various aspects of government. I want to once again thank the Bureau of Statistics for this detailed analysis, and I want to assure you that both the state government and the local government council will find this document handy and will certainly guide us in our future programs. Once again, I want also, as the Bureau of Statistics, this kind of analysis and survey should be conducted more frequently so that it will give us an idea to see where we are going, and where we need to go. So I hope and pray next year by now we should be able to present another document of the same nature so that we can see the progress we have made. And I think another important survey that you need to undertake is the GDP survey. The Bureau of Statistics should also conduct a GDP survey so that we should know where we are, and that will also give us a very effective guide for us as a government. So once again, on behalf of the state government, I want to also congratulate the Bureau of Statistics and also the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning for spearheading this survey, which has really given us a more detailed analysis. And I want to urge all the ministries, departments, and agencies, including the local government council, they should have a copy of this survey. They should look at it, and it will serve as a means of future planning. The survey has gone so deep, identifying the nitty-gritty of each sector and what needs to be done. So I think this is a document as a working tool, and we should use it as such.
As our journey through Jigawa State's driven revolution comes to a close, this legacy of informed leadership stands prominent. Governor Namadi's steadfast dedication to leveraging empirical evidence is not merely about numbers, it is about improving lives, strengthening communities, and paving the way for a resilient future. In a stage where statistics tells a story, the insight shared today promises to guide Jigawa towards meaningful progress. With every decision made in light of these truths, Jigawa steps bold into a future defined by transparency, innovation, and hope. And on that note, we have come to the end of this episode of Jigawa in Focus. I am Fatima Ahmed Musa. Until next time, bye for now.